Hi, my name is Joshua Hill. I am the current regional commissioner for Williamsport AYSO Region 293, and I am the outgoing regional commissioner. So we're about to end our season here, and it's been a good season. There's all sorts of cool things, getting to ref a lot of games. Then I see you have to watch the kids out there having fun, and I really appreciate being able to give back to the community by working with AYSO. But I am going to need to move on, and uh, we are going to need several different board members, new board members to step up here between now and really next season. So, and there's a reason that we need you to step up now. But when we get to that reason, right now, I just want to give you a rundown of what we mean by board members. So, all of us here who are board members are just parents. We are parents. We have kids in the game, and we are trying to help out as best we can. We're learning the system provided to us by the larger AYSO. I mean, AYSO is one big club based out of California with chapters all over the place. And they provide training, they provide some different rules and regulations, and then parent volunteers step in, learn the routine, and do it. So that's all we are. So there's nothing special about us. We were just the willing. So what we need are some other willing so that there can be a fall 2026 season. So as there are a few board positions that when they're vacated, if there's not someone to step into those positions, then the season can't happen. So the first one is the regional commissioner. So that's my position. We're going to need someone to step into that position. And what the regional commissioner does is basically oversees the rest of it, recruits people for the board like this, and helps schedule some of the different games, meets with other regional commissioners. So basically, whenever things go wrong or if there are needs that are not otherwise fulfilled by other people, then they come to me. So, and I work with the treasurer on different money things. I help provide leadership for the group. Other things that are absolutely needed are treasurer. So the treasurer naturally helps take care of the revenue and paying bills, dealing with different vendors. We co-sign checks, so no one person has control over any money, but they're the one who's the point person for all of our vendors. They also usually help the fundraising coordinator with fundraising. So that is going to be a need. So you don't even have to know soccer to be able to do some of these positions. So treasurer, regional commissioner, and several of the other ones, it's just an administrative position. If you can do some administrative things, if you can do the basics of learning some different systems and you're a responsible person, then this might be something you can do. So other ones are registrar. We're going to need a registrar position. Registrars, they work on helping create teams. We have to estimate numbers of teams and put people into the teams, put the players into the teams, and find names for them and coordinate with people who are trying to get signed up. So usually during registration, then there's a lot of work for the registrar, and then between times, during the season, there's nothing. So it's a short season of a lot of communication, interacting, and organizing. Uniform coordinator. So that would be a person who learns how to use the report on the back end for figuring out how many of what kind of uniforms need to be ordering them, and then packaging them by person, by team, and then delivering those. Again, that's a position where there's a lot of work on the front end and in a season, and then a little bit of fixing any errors that got messed up, and then that's it. Then there is the ref administrator position. So I'm currently doing that too, but that's organizing referees, trying to make sure that all the games have a referee, sending out the spreadsheet, talking to people, and probably also reffing some games. So it's helpful for a ref admin if you are a referee and you do know something about soccer or are willing to get the training. So that is more of a soccer position. The same thing for a coach administrator board position. That is helping coaches. Some of the coaches are new to the game. Not all of us. I didn't grow up playing soccer. I had to learn it as I went. I was very glad to learn different things from other coaches before me and learn how not only the rules of the game, but also how to coach kids and make it fun and interesting and profitable for the players. And then there is a CVPA position. This is one we also absolutely need. And it's a back-end administrative position. It's one that is about any volunteers we have, trying to make sure that they have the trainings they need, the clearances they need, and the CVPA checks that, interacts with all of you who are volunteers, tries to make sure that you are all checked green on your requirements, and then lets us know, yes, these people are good to go for volunteers. So we absolutely need that for regulations, for the AYSO insurance, for safety for the kids. So, and that is just an administrative position. Doesn't deal with money, doesn't have to know anything about soccer, just admin. There's fundraising coordinator. Our current fundraising coordinator has been doing a great job this last year in helping us out and coming up with ideas for fundraisers and communicating with different fundraising vendors and organizing how to get that to happen. So as we have the registration, but fundraising helps us to get some money to pay for big expenses that come up every now and then, like fixing the parking lot at Jones and buying goals and things like that. That just that costs too much to we want to try to keep our costs down so that any kid who wants to can play soccer. So that comes in through fundraising. Equipment coordinator. We're going to need another equipment coordinator very soon, and that's organizing the bags of equipment, pennies, balls, inventorying things in the shed. Shed needs some help. We have shelves in there now, but we need to get some things cleaned up and organized. So that it would be very helpful if we had someone to learn that, help out with that, someone who loves to organize things, put things on shelves, get things cleaned up, see everything, all the ducks in order. That would be a good equipment coordinator sort of person. And then field and safety coordinator, someone to take the lead on getting the fields ready and also certifying that they are safe. So checking, we just have to, fields are sometimes the biggest danger if there are stakes around, if there are holes, if there are, whatever issues there are. So someone who will take charge of that, just be the point person, the lead person with looking at the fields and checking them and making sure that we have everything we need for the fields. And then if we could have a concession stand coordinator, that'd be great. We do have materials for concession stand. We're able to do that this last season, but not this season. So if we could do that as a regular fundraiser and also provision for people at Jones Field, then that would be great. So what I'm asking you to do is think about which of these you might be able to do. And if you would come and talk to me, email me, let me call you, talk to you about the position itself, and find out if there are some people who could get into that, who could do these positions, because many of these require training through AYSO, and that training happens at the expo. The expo happens in March in Williamsport. It's only once a year, and it happens here. So you don't have to travel very far, just to Williamsport, but you do need to be ready and at least mostly committed enough to go to the expo and get the training so that you have the certifications and some of the knowledge to do that. And those of us who are on the board, we are very happy to hang around and give you some of the on-the-job training too. We weren't left high and dry. We don't leave anyone else high and dry. So we want AYSO Williamsport to be successful, board after board, year after year into the future. And so we pass it on. So this is the question. Would you contact me? Let me talk to you on the phone about one of these positions. Would you be willing to help guide AYSO 293 into the future?